Dredge. Dredge. Dredge.
Look at what you've become.
So excited for this.
It is kind of exciting. I don't know. I will say, as far as the sideboards that we've watched so far this weekend, the one that I'm happiest with is what Zan Saeed brought to the table.
Yeah.
He's got like Thorne monster. He's got cards that like actually are good against Dredge.
Yes.
Where I felt like what Dylan Hand was doing is like Anafenza. It's slow.
Fine. It's fine.
It's slow though, man. Like if you don't play it on turn 2 via Hierarch, I just feel like it's slow.
Yeah.
Shriekhorn off of a Gemstone Mine.
Having on the play, nothing on 1, turn 2, Meddling Mage for Cathartic Reunion, actually hit a Cathartic Reunion in his hand. Turn 3, Anafenza, draw another Anafenza later and lose does not reflect well on Anafenza the foremost.
I don't like it. Mountain. Elsik is going to loot faithlessly. He'll be drawing 2 and discarding 2 here in a bit. Amalgam, Conflagrate to the bin. No Dredger. Ian Thorne's going to activate his Shriekhorn. Stinkweed Imp, Creeping Chill, gotcha.
Good start.
Not a bad start.
Good start.
Let's dredge old Stinky Poo. Reunion, Mire, Looting, Narcomoeba, trigger on the stack, activate the Shriekhorn, see if you can find a prized Amalgam. How about a Bloodcast and a Gemstone Mine instead? So, this will go there, that'll go there. Stinkweed Imp goes to the hand, Narcomoeba enters the battlefield, graveyard in front of Ian Thorne. Ian Thorne looks to be a somewhat seasoned Dredge player, though appears to be pretty young in age, but when you do see players lay out their cards like this, it's easier. Here's another copy of Shriekhorn.
Don't know if Ian has land number 2.
Don't need it. I probably need it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on Bloodcast, you do kind of need it.
Probably need it. Oh, it's a Shriekhorn party.
Shriekhorn Mirror.
Creepy. Zach just. I got Shriekhorns. I got Creeping Chills. Here we go.
Also doesn't have a second land.
No. This is everything I wanted it to be.
What a mess.
This is everything I wanted to bring to our viewers at home to close the day. As I can hear them shutting off their computers now. Shriekhorn activation. This is everyone's fault who came here. We tried to tell people that Dredge was going to be unbeatable.
Ooh, a salvage. Big peel.
Peeled it. Oh, respond. Activate Shriekhorn. Find Narcomoeba block, maybe? No.
Just 2 lands.
No, mill 2 lands instead. No.
Just 2 lands.
No. Activate Shriekhorn. Here we go. 1, Thug. 2, Loam. Mill. With the Shrieky. 1, Foothills. 2, Amalgam. Doing it. Salvage. With a little flourish. Bloodgas coming back. Trigger the Amalgam.
Now land number 2 plus Loam.
Oh, yeah.
Start making his land drops.
Oh, yeah. We got it going. We got it going.
What a game.
Are we going to activate that little Shrieky? Or are we just going to take a draw step? Definitely not a land, by the way.
Yeah. Loam.
Yeah. Conflagrate. Even better. Even better. He milled his lands. He doesn't get any more lands. Shriekhorn, numero dos. We're going to go back to Ian Thorne. He's pretty far ahead. Going to dredge the Thug. Horn, Mountain, Meba, Amalgam. On the stack is the Meba trigger. 1, Bloodgas. 2, Mire. Now resolve the Meba trigger. Thug goes back to the grip. Hiya! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage. Before blocks. Toot the horn. Shriekhorn. Stinkweed. Toot the other horn. Bloodgast. Copperline Gorge.
Whew.
Isn't the mirror fun?
And cast a thug. Oh, loan.
No, we got a loan back. So that gemstone mine that died, we got to get that back. There we go. Now we get to play a land again. Uh-oh, it looks like maybe a Narcomoeba was summoning sick this turn that shouldn't have been able to attack.
Yeah, sure.
That's true. That's just true. So we gotta stop one of those Narcomoebas from attacking.
We're well into the second main phase.
Yeah.
And also, who cares?
We are at this stage, but that Narcomoeba was summoning sick. So Zac should be at 8, which changes everything.
It's a big point. It's a huge,
It's a big swing in the game, I think I would say.
because the game is close.
Yes, very.
And it's likely to come down to 1 point.
I, again, agree. We are on the same page about this.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to make sure that nothing has changed. And I believe that Zac Elsik will go to 8. He will probably toot the horns again and then concede. But we play by the rules here on the SCG Tour.
Keep it clean. Keep
We
it tight.
keep a clean game. And if we see something, we say something.
Just a bunch of cops.
We're the TSA. If you see something,
Say something.
say something. We are the TSA.
Yeah. Alternatively, no. It's like a warning likely to...
All right, it appears as though the floor judge ruled that we're just going to leave things as they are, and it's too late to unwind, which, okay. It looks like Zac had done some milling, so the information gained would change too much, which I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Yep.
Zac's going to draw. Oh, he found a land. Get back a Bloodcast. So they've ruled we are unable to unwind. Okay.
So you can configurate for 6, is my count.
I am also counting 6 here. Interesting. I couldn't have predicted that.
Yeah.
Ian Thorne is going to win game number 1 here over Zac Elsik.
It's a beautiful game.
It really is.
It's a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful disaster we're watching.
All right.
You ready for the sideboards?
Go for it.
I need your expert analysis here. We're going to start with Zac Elsik. He has 4 Assassin's Trophy, 4 Leyline of the Void, 2 Lightning Axe, 2 Nature's Claim, 2 Thoughtseize, and a Dark Blast.
I'm guessing you want the Assassin's Trophies, the Ley Lines, and the Nature's Claim, because Ley Line is lights out, and the other things blow up opposing Ley Lines.
That's good. That's good. We're going to go to Ian Thorne now. He also has 4 Leyline of the Void, 3 Collective Brutality, 3 Nature's Claim, 2 Assassin's Trophy, an Ancient Grudge, a Dark Blast, and a Lightning Axe. What do you want here?
Nature's Claim, Assassin's Trophy, and Ley Line of the Void.
Okay.
For the reasons expressed before.
Got it. Got it. Broke it down. Raise coming. If not for this year, definitely next year.
What's going on?
I said a raise is coming after that analysis. If
Oh.
not for this year, definitely next year.
Yeah.
You can't find that anywhere else.
No. How else would you know that Ley Line of the Void is good in Dredge Mirrors, as is the ability to blow up Ley Line of the Void?
Yes. Yes.
This is why I'm here, to provide the context and information that you yourself at home would not have. Be lost.
Not anyone.
Aimlessly wandering through these matches, having no idea what is good, what the relevant things are, decisions players are making, the context, hidden information, trying to extrapolate what the players think are going on. You'd be hopeless. And that is why Star City Games needs to increase my rate for me to continue 2019 and beyond.
Let's talk about StarCityGames.com newsletter.
Cool.
Let's do that real quick. Because it's free. I can't even sell you anything, really.
Right.
But you can get highlights on some of our best articles for the week, that's for sure. Upcoming SCG Tour dates and locations, along with Possibility Storm puzzle solutions. IQs and game nights near you. It is free to sign up for, and I promise at some point we will update that graphic.
Yes, the old Ross Merriam. Green-white tokens, collected companies, spell queller. We actually should go back and read this newsletter because Chaz Andrus' analysis of 2016 and his predictions for what the year holds in Magic 2017 would be good to go back and read.
Just to see if he was right.
Yeah.
To confirm.
Exactly. Yeah, it's that.
And he's right a lot.
That actually would be interesting.
Yeah, he is right a lot. Best of luck to everyone in Louisville this weekend. That's Grand Prix Louisville. Mm-hmm. That was a hot minute ago. I played in that tournament.
Yep.
I did not do well.
Well, it looks like this newsletter is from Thursday, January 5th, 2017.
That's correct. Star City Games hosted that Grand Prix. I remember that. Mm-hmm. Michael Major's top 8 at that Grand Prix.
Yep.
Do you know who won that Grand Prix?
No.
Reed Duke.
I mean, cool.
Yeah.
It's not surprising.
Because he wins most tournaments that he plays. Yeah. Go to StarCityGames.com/newsletter. All right. That's that. So, I said when I was staying with you in Denver that I was going to bring up something on the broadcast.
Okay.
Do you remember what that was?
I remember having a conversation about something, but not the particulars.
I think it was something about produce privilege.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about produce privilege.
All right. So, I go to now that I live in Denver.
Of which I'm going to let the audience know I don't know what this is.
I go to Vitamin Cottage now. It's a grocery store in Denver. It's incredibly frustrating on multiple fronts. One is it's exactly the type of like vitamin and organic produce store you'd imagine exists in Denver. Every employee I acts like they're presently under the influence of heroin. It's a terrible place to go. They're just like zombies, just aimlessly. They can't help you with anything. It's horrible. Anyhow, so I grew up in a place that isn't. New Jersey definitely has an agricultural scene, but I didn't live a lifestyle that was really conducive to buying a bunch of fresh produce at stores and cooking things. So I go there, and they have all this like esoteric produce, and it's not labeled. There's no labels. It is assumed that you know what all this stuff is, which I don't, and all the employees are several steps past useless. So I go in there with a list of groceries from my wife, who's an excellent cook, love her to death, asks for some things that I'm not always intimately familiar with.
Zach going to take a mulligan of 6. Please continue.
And then I have to go to the store where no one can help and nothing is labeled. And I went back and complained to Mary about this, and she was, well, what are you talking about? Like, you just know what these things are. And I'm like, well, that assumes a lot of information on my behalf that I don't know. And it's really the height of privilege in this sphere to run a grocery store where things are not labeled. It is maddening. It is the worst part about my week is going into the Vitamin Cottage. It is horrible. Anyhow, we talked about that a little bit in Denver.
That is produce privilege.
It's produce privilege. You just assume that you and everyone else you hang out with knows what these things are, so I should just know. It's like I lived a very travel-oriented bachelor lifestyle for a long time. I do not know what the different kinds of apples are. I don't know. To say nothing of like what is a radish. I didn't know. I didn't know I wouldn't be able to take the radish out of a police lineup until pretty recently. You know. So that is produce privilege. Ley line of the void. Elsik's mulligan. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. It's almost time for dinner.
Shut down the broadcast. Right. It's done. Next time you come out to Colorado, I want you to go to the Vitamin Cottage. I want you to find an employee in the store and ask them for help. And then you report back to me. Shriekhorn and the Ley line of the void is nice. I want you to report back to me what your experience was.
I can do that. I would be. Is it close to the house?
Oh yeah, there's one that's theoretical walking distance, like 15 blocks from where I
Oh,
live.
that's easy. That's easy. Yeah.
And it's a well-known chain in Colorado. It's publicly traded.
Okay.
Like, it's not just one grocery store, which is worse. That means there's so many of them.
A Faithless Looting is going to discard Narc Amoeba and a Life from the Loam. Let's see what we have here. Oh, yes. Faithless Looting right
I want to
into
know what the
line.
job interview is for that place. It's like, first question, do you presently not know where you are? No, you don't? All right, hired. You can work with the other 12 people here the exact same way. Anyone from who lives in Colorado knows what I'm talking about. This sounds funny. It's like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's a funny thing. It's funny to hear about. But if you're from New Jersey, it's like, oh, I know a million Carls. I know he's not. It's not like a cartoon character. That's like a personality archetype. Same deal with the Vitamin Cottage employees. Are we still playing this out? I guess Elsik has some disenchantment.
Elsik has some things he can draw to get out of it.
Mulliganed into Streakhorn and Faithless Looting.
Yeah, that's tough. But he
Just
can
more mulligans into more mulligans.
He can turn on the engine at any moment. Toot the horn.
My wife doesn't understand any of this, of course, because she's
from Denver,
from Colorado,
yes,
and knows all the produce.
Yes.
So it doesn't even that is kind of the definition of privilege. It doesn't even enter your head what the alternative world could look like.
It's true.
It just is what it is. It's built with you in mind. For those of us not that familiar with radishes, or
like yourself, or a rutabaga.
Rutabaga, yeah.
There you go. I'm trying to think of obscure fruits now. I don't even know if rutabaga is a fruit.
Different kinds of kale. The kale has nicknames. Like, some of it's called something different than it's even.
Oh, but none of it's labeled.
But none of it's labeled. Of course not.
Well, how do they get away with not labeling things?
Well, apparently there's like labels overhead that like you can align up where the placards are to where the things are.
Okay.
But
I see.
It's still. It is crazy making.
Yeah.
I go in there and I'm already tense the minute I walk in. I won't be able to find anything, and the people I interact with are going to drive me crazy.
This was the only thing we didn't get to do during the trip.
Oh, if you had gone to me with Vitamin Guy, you would have spent the whole time laughing. You would have not believed this is my life now.
Ian's going to dredge a loam. Dredging into another loam, a prized amalgam, and a Faithless Looting. Come on, Zach. Put up a fight. Find a trophy. This will be another Faithless Looting here from Ian. He'll dredge a loam. Stinky. Foothills. Copperline Gorge. Blood Gas. Stinky. Loam. Thug. Time to discard 2. Discard a Stinky and a Loam. Ian will now play a Gemstone Mine. 3 mining counters on the land. And that'll bring back Bloodghast. This will be a cathartic reunion. Oh, we're going for broke now.
Hell of a game.
Yep. I think Ian wants to get dinner too. Going for broke. Gonna dredge 5. Gonna dredge 5. Narc Amoeba, Bloodghast, another Bloodghast, Mountain, Salvage. Gonna dredge 5. All right. Not the best dredges I've ever seen, but
Plenty fine against an opponent who can't take game actions.
that is correct. Don't tell Zach what he can and can't do without the Shriekhorn.
Yeah.
I hope he mills Ian out with the Shriekhorn.
Pivot to decking.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I hope happens.
Well, plan A is too far gone.
Oh, yeah, there's no catching up now.
Plan B.
Toot him out. A little aggressive with those dredges there, my friend.
Flew too close to the sun.
Yeah,
Now it's time.
teach him a lesson. That's what I say. Toot, toot. Toot, 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 toot. I was going to say, at some point, you got to pivot. What other option do you have? Draw a card? Oh, loam. That's nice. Don't give up, Zach. You okay?
He's just sort of. Are you actually encouraging Zach to play on, or are you just sort of speaking out loud right now?
It's a combination of the two. Yes. Yes. You've got some fight in you. I like that.
Yeah. Great turn.
Creeping chill.
Actually, without any irony, his best turn of the game.
That's true. That's true. I believe Zach goes up to 19 now, I believe.
Yeah, and it looks like Ian's gone through enough cards by now. I suspect
a little aggressive.
he's cut his creeping chills.
2, 3. Dredging 2 ley lines and a prized amalgam. I see Zach eyeing up that Shriekhorn.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Again, he doesn't really do a whole lot else right now.
His head's right where my head's at. That's a good place to be. Going to toot you out of the game if you're not careful. Down to 10 goes Elsik. Loam. All right. 3 lands added, 2 mountains, and a gemstone mine. Gonna play a mountain. Not for what it's worth. I don't know how many cards Ian has left in his deck.
It's probably not 4.
Yeah. But what if he draws another Shriekhorn? Have you considered that? Toot him, toot him, toot him.
Yeah,
yes!
yeah.
Yes! You don't want to see that.
Get him again.
Yes. Not always there when you call. Oh, these 2 are gone for good. Thanks. That's going to do it. Ian Thorne is your 9-0, folks. A Dredge mirror that's as horrible to watch as you thought it would be at home. Someone's got to win this thing. People, start playing Rest in